All right, well, let's make some edits to this. That was like fine, but I think we can make some improvements. I did not like Pyromancer. I did not think this card is very good. We did mention playing Balmor earlier, which could be good. We have to start playing blue, and then I would consider playing Treasure Cruise at that point too, to be honest. Which might be good, honestly. Maybe just don't play Light Up the Stage then. I definitely want Infantry. Infantry was super good. This card's just a nice Magic card. I want to play all of them. Yeah, Balmor and Treasure Cruise could be cool. Let's first I'm gonna make a copy of this. Might try some blue-red. So Balmor and Treasure Cruise is going to be our only blue cards, probably. I think that makes sense to me. Probably don't need Hazoret once I'm playing Treasure Cruise at all. That's a good way to beat black-red. Light Up the Stage can probably go at this point. Okay. Huh. A little worried about Treasure Cruise the way we have it. We probably like can't play Kumano anymore. Probably have to play like draw spells too. I don't know if I like that or not, but might be what we have to do. Is Of One Mind playable in this deck? I didn't even think it was very playable in the other red-blue decks, to be completely honest, but let's see here. Treasure Cruise. Probably only 3 in this deck. Kumano. Kumano is just such a good card. It's really hard for me to cut this from any like red aggressive strategy. I guess I could play like Jitsu Lava Runner maybe. Lava Runner's kind of garbage though, I think. Overall, it's certainly not as good as Kumano faces Kakazan. It's not even close. This actually might be a deck we don't play Bone Crusher Giant into, which is kind of wild, but we really want our spells to go into the graveyard if we're going to be playing Treasure Cruise. Huh. If I were to cut these, we just probably play like more shocks. Just actual shocks. It's like so much worse than Bone Crusher Giant, obviously. Maybe we could play like a couple Bone Crushers. I feel like 4 of those probably wrong. No, we just need spells to go into our yard. Which right now we certainly don't have enough. I can obviously add some cards that go to my yard, like Opt, Consider. It's probably Consider. Consider, we definitely play 4 of these before we play any amount of Opt. I think I might also want to play Opt in this deck, though. So I guess we're just almost certainly not a Kumano deck. A little unfortunate, because the card is just so nuts. Let's edit the properties here, name this Blue-Red Wizards. Definitely want all those. Definitely want the Lightnings. I think I want to play Jitu in this deck. Or Gitu. At least some amount. I don't need to play the full 4, but I think I certainly want more than 8 1-drops. 10 might be good enough. Reckoner. Yeah, we could play Reckoner, but we don't need to anymore, right? Because we're playing Balmor in this build. Maybe in Mono Red, Reckoner would make some amount of sense, but honestly, I think the next time I play Mono Red Wizards, I just will play like 8 Wizards, or maybe 9 or 10. I don't think we need to play 12 or 11 or whatever I was playing. We seem to always have enough for Wizards Lightning, even when I was boarding all my Pyromancers out, so that's kind of a sign that we probably just didn't need them at all. But regardless, I want to play some amount of Opt, I think. And then, like I said, Bone Crusher, although a very good card, I think I'm certainly not supposed to play 4. We play like 2 Bone Crushers. Some Ops in here. I guess Reckless Rage is a really insane removal spell in this deck, huh? Should probably just be playing Reckless Rage, 4 of them. Guess I could just, like, try not playing Lava Runner. Reckless Rage seems absolutely awesome in this deck. Might not need it, but, I mean, it seems good. It's kind of our replacement to Bone Crusher in this one. The problem with this right now is I feel like we might be... I guess we do have 7 2-mana threats, so I still have 15 threats, which is a pretty good amount of threats, all things considered. Let's try this. I still want 4 Dens. Maybe. Definitely want way less mountains, obviously. I'll play at least 1 mountain in my deck, but I'm not going to play many. Maybe I just don't play Ruins in this build. 4 Dens is still a lot. I probably want my lands to enter untapped most of the time. You can play like 2 Ramunap Ruins, but let's try to get some duels in here. Some Pathways. It's the River Glide. This is the River Glide, right? Yeah, okay. Steam Vents. Could just play Shivan Reefs, kind of in the spot of where Ramunap Ruins was for Mono Red. Obviously, it's worse. Would not lie to you about that, but... I don't know, it's very interesting. Pride is not playing these, I guess, at the end of the day. I'm still going to play a couple Den of the Bugbear. I don't think I'm going to play Lair of the Hydra. It's just, like, too hard to animate that. Maybe I could still get away with 4 Den of the Bugbear. I just, like, hate losing so much utility on my lands in these aggressive decks, but this card will punish me, no question, in a fair amount of spots. Play like 1 island. I am just going to play 4 Shivan Reef, I think. I guess let's do the Reef first. I could play the one... Oh, we can play the Fast Land in this deck. Fast Land seems insane. I forgot that's an option. Spirebluff Canal. So Canal should probably do nicely. Oh, there we are. 4 of these. Okay. I'm probably playing... Man. Alright, 4 Dens is definitely too much if I'm playing 4 Spirebluffs. Like 4 Spirebluff, 2 Den. It's still pretty awkward. I think I just play 4 Pain Lands. Something like this. It's probably pretty sick. The only thing I don't like about Reckless Rage is it is like a terrible card if my opponent is not playing creatures. So if they're on like blue-white control or something, So maybe I don't want to main deck this card, but it's definitely a card I could sideboard, although it's probably not better than like anything else I have in my board, so maybe I just don't need to play it at all. Maybe I just play more shocks. I definitely want 1 mana removal. I think. I guess, I mean, I could just play a couple Bone Crushers, but I think I want spells that go to my yard. Maybe it's just shocks. I am worried that this deck is a little bit threat light. Still. As far as the 1-drops go, at least. I just don't feel like I have enough 1-mana threats. Like I want more than this. Maybe I play a couple G2 Lava Runners. A couple of G2 Lava Runners would make sense. One sec here, chat. Send a message out here. All right. Yeah, if Rage is a card we want to play, I feel like it's probably a sideboard card. I don't know. Most people in this format are playing creatures. It's not going to be dead very often. I'd play like 2. Probably not a 4 of. 4 of seems aggressive. We got Wizard's Lightning, play with fire, and Rage to interact with creatures. So that's 10 1-mana spells to interact with things. That seems good. I think I'm like gonna randomly just play 1 G2 Lava Runner. I just like want another creature, another 1-mana creature specifically. Young Pyromancer would actually be pretty good too. Is Pyromancer a wizard? I don't think it is, but let's take a look. No, it's a shaman. Very good with Balmor, though, I must say. Making a bunch of 1/1s that we can then pump is pretty absurd, but I think I want 1-mana threats. Spire Bluff? Yeah, I put Spire Bluffs in. Might be a... You might have asked that a long time ago. I might have just delayed, but... Yeah, I did put those in the deck. It's weird. Lava Runner, like, it sucks, but I want another wizard. I want another 1-mana play. Possible I just don't play the Rages at all, and I should be playing something else, but... I'm going to try this. Look at that list. Fair enough. Oh, this mono red deck? Oh, very cool. Is Steamkin a wizard? No, it's an elemental, but they're just abusing the mana. 4 insult to injuries. Wow. That thing looks pretty interesting, to say the least. I don't know how I feel about playing a mono red deck with no Swift Spears in it, but... Oh, it is a combo deck, isn't it? That's kind of cool, I guess. That's very cool. I think I want to try this blue-red deck, but... that is something we can look at in the future as well. But it does look really cool. I'll give it that. I could add Pyromancer and Of One Mind. Yeah, I feel like then we're too glutted at 2. I think Infantry is really good, and I think Balmor is really good, and I do not want to play more 2-drops than that. It's possible the Pyromancer would be better than the Lavamancer for sure, but they were to try this. And then our sideboard, obviously, we're going to edit. I'm still happy with most of it. The Hazoret's... I don't know, Hazoret's like still a pretty good tool to have access to out of the board, to be completely honest. I might just do this. I might just run it back with the exact same sideboard, just playing blue-red now instead of mono-red. That's actually what we're going to do. Give me a sec here, chat. Shout out to our patrons again. $1 a month gets you access to various deck lists that we're playing at upcoming events. $5 a month gets you access to detailed sideboard guides, things of that nature. And then $10 a month gets you access to some exclusive content, videos, leagues that I don't do during the week, but do with some of my teammates. But regardless, huge shout out to everybody hanging out today, watching. Thanks a lot for supporting myself and my team and the stream. One moment, I am going to return the cards I have, get some new cards, and we're going to play some of this blue-red deck. And I'm going to put it on the Cardboard Live here in a moment, too. Okay, it should be in the Cardboard Live now. Card I'm really hesitant on is the Reckless Rage. We'll see how that goes, but very worried that this will be dead in a few matchups, and that could cost us. We'll see. Card itself is really good, though. Let's kind of see what happens. It's a little possible 3 Balmor might be 1 too many. Maybe it's supposed to be 2 and a Pyromancer or something. Could certainly see that being the case. Like I've said before, too, I would not hate a 10th 1-drop, the second G2 Lava Runner, so maybe one of the rage, it should just be a 1 of main deck Rage. And then 2 Lava Runners. We'll see how this feels. I'm sure there are some mistakes to how we built it, but it's going to be fun to try regardless, so... Alright, and let's rent the deck. How did Mono Red finish out? We got a 3-2. 3-2, Dewey. And honestly, very likely should have maybe been a 4-1. I don't know if you were watching earlier. I freaking Wizard's Lightning to Spell Queller before the card actually went under the Queller, so I just lost it forever. Rather than getting to draw 2 cards off Light Up the Stage, I just let it get countered, which probably lost me that game. It's possible we would have lost anyway, but I think it's pretty unlikely. Fair enough. But yeah, now we're going to try some blue-red. We'll try out Balmor, I think. Somebody mentioned that in chat earlier, and it actually sounds pretty cool, so... Mono red with Treasure Cruise in it sounds cool to me. Okay, sweet. Into another league we go. I don't know if you saw, Dewey, though. The red-green deck got another 5-0, so 2 5-0s and a 4-1 that was almost a 5-0 with that deck now. Alright, we got our cards. We're good to go. Yep, I just realized it. Yeah, it was very sick. Reveal this. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about with this deck. Like, I gotta keep this hand, but no threats. I mean, that's really bad. And Reckless Rage already just looking terrible. Hopefully we can find a creature to get a Rage off, but we're going to keep it. It's not a mulligan, but it's not a very good hand either. Oh, God. God dang it, dude. All right, that's at least a good draw. So I'm going to lead on Den Soulscar. Classic run into blue-white once I start playing Reckless Rage. Curses. Certainly not ideal. They might have something I can Reckless Rage at some point, but... Huh. Probably just going to consider here. Try to find another threat, more than likely. It's like... I don't know that I'm supposed to bottom this. It's like a fine card. Not something I'm, like, super upset about drawing. Lets me crack him for another 2 damage next turn. Keeps the cards flowing. I almost like it, to be honest. Maybe I'm supposed to keep this? I'm going to keep this. I think that's better than a random draw. Could Wizard's Lightning him here, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay, it's fine. Balmor's nice. They can probably counter that, though. It's a little concerning. I was thinking I'm just going to hold this in my hand. Probably just going to consider again. Try and get him for 2 damage. Really don't want to play this into a Verdict or an Absorb. It's kind of both very awkward. Have to probably save it for later, but I don't know. Might be wrong to wait. I'm supposed to let him absorb it, possibly. I guess, like, Absorb is always going to be bad for me. It doesn't get any better. Or, you know, things don't get better for me if I wait. I'll play this on blue. Yeah, I'll play into the Absorb. Go ahead and consider. In that. Okay. I don't know. It's very possible I just wasn't supposed to play into that. Hard for me to say for sure with 100% confidence what was right, but I don't think it was like that bad. Well, another Balmor is really sick, actually. Just like make him absorb again. I'd rather have Balmor or I'd rather have infantry. They're both excellent. I think I'm gonna Balmor first, see if they have another counter. Okay, and now I'm just going to slam an infantry. Just hope they don't have like a sweeper or something. But infantry is going to be real good if they don't have a verdict here. They are on 60 card blue-white, which makes it more likely that they would have it. But considering they keep absorbing all my Balmors, I kind of assume they don't have it. Yeah. They're just going to go lightning you, attack for a pretty good amount of damage, so. Let's just attack here and see what they do. I'm expecting a Wandering Emperor. Ooh, no Wandering Emperor, huh? Okay, I'm gonna Wizard's Lightning. Again? Oh, I Ganjo, huh? That's pretty gross. Not a ton I can do about it, unfortunately. God, man, this Reckless Rage just looking so bad. Maybe I was supposed to play 4 Treasure Cruise. Who knows? If 3's not enough. It's like, obviously against Blue-White, I would like a 4th Treasure Cruise, but against a lot of stuff, I wouldn't. So I think this is, like, still fine. Just a little unfortunate pairing. Well, let's play this. Not a bad draw at all. So I want more threats. Sounds good to me. Put this in my hand. Ah, it's a really stupid tapping. Should have left up the canal to at least bluff that I have Spell Pierce. Opponent doesn't even need to think about it now. Yeah. Yeah. Not beating that, I don't think. Pretty unlikely that we will beat that one. Well, that's pretty good, at least. Guess I just channel this. Gonna be honest, I think they might just ignore the Teferi. I don't know that I can win this game regardless, but I think going after the Teferi is just going to lose me the game. So let's just try and kill my opponent. Typically I like killing a Teferi, but in this spot, I just think we have to try and be aggressive and kill him. Oh my god, in the main? Oh, come on with that. Elspeth Sun's champion? Give me a break. I can't believe those are in the main deck. It is disgusting. Well, I won't be beating that. It's funny enough, this card isn't even very good against my deck, but it just, you know, it lines up well here. It won't be in their deck in game 2, I can't imagine, but... Oh, boy. That's enough for me. Let's go to the next game. Not going to waste our time with this. Well, we don't really have much for this. The Hazarets are good, and that's about it. Get these Reckless Rages out of my deck. Probably about it, honestly. Everything else I think needs to stay. Probably wouldn't have hurt to put some counter spells in our red-blue deck, but I did not do that, so... A couple of Mystical Disputes might not have hurted. Might not have hurt. Aether Gust. Aether Gust would have been a good one. Oh well. Not that upset about it. Aether Gust would have been a bit better than Lava Coil. Still think everything else, though, really makes quite a bit of sense. Rending Volley's great. Roast is just great right now because all the Shieldreds. Would I like to play first? I would. I would like to play first. We will keep this. Not a great hand, not a terrible hand. I think my big gripe with this deck is it just like, God, it just like doesn't maybe quite have enough threats. It's certainly an issue. So I'll have to enter tapped later, that's fine. Play this on blue. I'm going to consider now to try to find another threat. That's going to the graveyard. Yeah, that's bad. Go. We can put Giganta in our hand, but turn off the auto yields. I think I probably do want to play with fire to get a scry here, more than likely. Bottoming that. Gosh, we're also drawing terribly. I mean, we haven't seen a cruise, and this is this game's been really brutal. Bin a land, draw a land. Possible I'm supposed to be playing less lands once I start playing the ops and the considers. I have like one or two too many lands. I would buy that. Okay. It's a little ridiculous, but whatever. Yeah. Wandering Emperor here is going to be a real problem. Treasure Cruise is an interesting draw. Try to convert that later. I guess I just play Giganta this turn instead of firing this up. It's probably a much better play. I think I want this on red. More than likely. Got plenty of blue sources. I'm just gonna play a 5/5. Much better in the face of the Wandering Emperor. If he counters it, it sucks, but like, Aether Gust. I actually might put this on top. I think I'm fine to have another 5-mana 5/5, to be completely honest. I'll play it on blue this time. Play it again. Okay. Was trying to get me there with that Aether Gust, put it on top, and then censor me? I don't think so. I do not think so. bounce it. Okay, it's a little bit annoying, but... They're just playing a 5-5 again. Like, we're going to keep making him deal with this. Okay. I'm going to shock this in. I don't think my life total's, like, that crazy relevant. So, go ahead. Maybe I'm supposed to opt right now. In case I hit a 1-drop. Maybe? Don't know. It's kind of close, I guess. I'm just going to pass and act like I have a Spell Pierce or a Dispute. They're going to make a 1-1. That's fine. Kill that with Spike Field Hazard. I'm totally fine with. Gonna opt. I'm gonna bottom that. Well, ironically, hazards are like not that bad right now. I think I just Spike Field this out of my way. Untap. Consider here's cool. Could go for a Treasure Cruise this turn for sure. I think I'm going to consider... I don't hate it. I'm going to keep that. What do I like here? Fire up Den, attack both? I mean, that's kind of what I like. Don't love just playing spells into counter magic, so I think we're going to do this. March. Pretty annoying. It's like best possible card he could have had there for that. Yeah, that's fine. Float of mana. Attack. Make a 1-1. I can kill it and deal him 5, which I think is going to be my play. Maybe I just leave it in play and save the hazard for when the infantry's in play, but I think I want to get that damage. It's a lot of damage. Maybe not, though. Maybe I just leave it here. I'm actually going to just let it block. It's fine. It's not like they can't make a 1-1 every single turn anyway, so try and deal with it then. Sure. I kind of liked threatening Dispute or Spell Pierce or whatever here too, so I'll play this. Just going to keep playing patiently here. Lightning his face on the end step, I think. Sure, you've got that. It's fine. Lightning you. play with fire, you. Bottom. Really don't want this getting countered, but like, it does just give me permanently more damage, which is pretty appealing. All honesty. Let's just attack. I don't want his counter spells to be able to convert. Okay, damage. Go. I'm playing like a little too cautiously, but yeah, that's annoying, but fine. It's like pretty likely he has a counter. But I don't know that I can just sit here forever either. I think we're just going to go for this. Yep, it's fine. We tried to play around it, but at this point I had to just kind of go for it. I'm gonna hold spells for now. Let's consider. It's fine. No, we're gonna keep that. Does he have another counterspell? We'll find out in the near future. Let's try to cruise. 1, 2. Probably should have tapped more mana the last time I cruised, but God, dude, come on. Definitely should have. Then we could have gotten around that dispute. Didn't really have dispute on my radar, I'm not going to lie. Probably should have, but another cruise. God dang it. Just 3 in a row. It's honestly not even that bad. We'll just pass, I guess. Opponent's just going to beat me with White Castle, though, unfortunately for me. Play this. Combat. Attack for 2. Tries a block, I can hazard it. I will say, not getting in the 5 points with that Gigantha a long time ago, it did end up mattering, so I probably just should have done it, really, is settle the wreckage, okay? My god, I only put 1 basic mountain in this deck. Whew, that is not good. Certainly a mistake in the deck building process, but whatever. Go. Yeah, now he knows he knows that he just has strip mine, so he's gonna use strip mine. Why not? I can't blame him. Walk this into a counter. No counter, huh? We actually have a chance in this game. It's unbelievable. Alright, play this. Absolutely unreal. They make a 1... Really? Oh, they couldn't make a 1-1. Huh. Interesting. Alright, portable hole. You got it. A little bit rude there, opponent. A little bit rude there, opponent. Let's play a Soulscar Mage. Just... I think I'm just going to pass. Opting is kind of interesting, I guess. I want to find another Wizard's Lightning. I don't even know how many I have left. It's not very many. It's one. I have one Wizard's Lightning left in the deck. I'm going to do it now. I should have done it in my... I didn't realize I passed through my main. Makes Swiftspear kind of a bad draw. I guess Swiftspear wasn't like an insanely good draw anyway. I don't think this is good enough. I want burn. I'm just going to try and find burn spells to kill him. I'm going to play this tap, say go. Don't have any looting effects. There's really no reason to wait on this, but... Lightning you. Yeah, an absorb. That'll do. It's enough for me. I think we probably could have won that game, honestly. If I would have gotten the 5 damage in with Giganta, I think we win, but the matchup's probably pretty bad for us overall. Anyway, the way I constructed the deck, so it is what it is. Field of Ruins, a disaster for me, because I only put 1 basic in my deck, which is just heinous. No way that was correct. Certainly should have a island, I think, over probably a Shivan Reef, but whatever. Okay, we will take the play. Hand's fine. I think the biggest thing this deck misses is Bonecrusher Giant. That card is just so busted in Pioneer. It's just absolutely ridiculous how good it is. It's like good against actual everybody. It's basically 2 cards in 1. It's like hard to... hard to not love it. It's a really good card. Okay, so they're playing the red-green aggro deck. Okay, not terrible. Play this. I think I'm going to attack. Obviously, could sit back. So, like, Beaumont Courier me or something, but this is fine. They go, like, tree, Bushwhacker. I'll be a little annoyed I didn't sit back to block, but That's fine. They did have Beaumont. Yeah, maybe I wasn't supposed to get in. I don't know. Infantry. Alright, I'm going to sit back this time. Enough's enough. Well, they could have a Tarkus command here. That'd be a nightmare. Just a bushwhacker. It's pretty bad for me, too. Everything gets first strike. This deck is so ridiculous. God, it's so frustrating. It's unbelievable. I cannot believe how consistently this deck does this. It's so dumb. It only plays four of this. It just seems to have it all the time. It's like the third time today I've been bushwhacked for like 10 plus damage. Well, I'm not dead, but I'm probably dead. They have a Beaumont courier that's going to draw them 3 cards too. Me attacking on the one turn was just not a good call. Excuse me, good call at all on my part. Well, we'll do this, I guess, and pass. It's about all I can do, and just... So all his guys currently only 1 power. Really bad spot for me to be in, though. Phoenix Chick, god dang it. Yep. It's so awkward. I have to, like, not block the Beaumont courier, too. It's, like, pretty obnoxious, but here we are. I think I'm going to consider... Doesn't look like they have anything, at least, unless they're just waiting for me to tap out and didn't want me to have Spell Pierce. Dude, what an unbelievable hand out of my opponent. They have the command, too. Imagine a more perfect draw than this. 5 1-drops, a Tarka's command. Yeesh. Okay, well, we're dead. I'm bringing all my kill spells. At least Reckless Rage is good here. I feel like the ops and considers and all that nonsense might not actually be good. Treasure Cruise might be a little slow here. I feel like I still want it, though. My game plan is just, like, kill all his stuff. Balmor is pretty medium. I'm gonna actually cut the Balmors. I don't like Balmor very much here. G2 Lava Runner, by far the worst threat in my deck. And maybe some ops. Let's see, cutting ops, I guess. A few ops. That's what we're going to try. I don't know that that's good, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep that. It's a good hand, that's for sure. Alright, this game I absolutely am going to attack for 1. I think we can probably be the aggressor in this one. Nearly as afraid of Beaumont this game as I was last game. Okay, them having to shock there is nice too. Yep. It's a pretty good draw. Canal, infantry. Hope they don't have Burning Tree Stomp. Possibly I was supposed to just hold this for a turn, maybe. I probably was, thinking about it more. Just guarantee that I can play this and get a counter on it and get my lightning off for less mana. But mainly it's the counter thing that looks pretty important there, but regardless, whatever. Hopefully they don't have the Burning Tree into Stomp exactly. It's like worst possible for me. Okay, they had Lava Coil anyway, so that's like fine. I need to have 3 mana up to be able to Wizard Lightning. I think I'm cool just killing their Kumano. I made his pass and not even get the 1 damage, to be honest. I think I'm fine with playing the control in this game. Go ahead. Yeah, we're just going to pass it over. I could obviously put Jegantha in my hand here, but I'm not going to. Burning Tree, sure. Kind of feel like the Bushwhacker might be incoming, but we'll see. Karizev, sure. Yeah. Okay, kill your guy. Roast, not a terrible draw. We're just going to play this tap, say go. Just going to keep playing defense. We do have a 5/5 eventually looming too, which will be nice. Loyalist with a counter. Sure, here comes the Bushwhacker, I would imagine. Oh, no Bushwhacker. That is certainly in Atarka's command from our opponent. Or just a burn spell. I guess either one's fine. Sure, I'm fine with that. I think I do want to roast this. Yes, keep his creatures off the board. And now I probably have to attack, I guess. Could actually just sit back, chump block, and then cruise to draw 3. It's like not enticing, but it is interesting, I think. I'm gonna sit back actually, because this like makes him think more about his attack depending on what's in his hand too. Well, the problem is the Swift Sphere just goes to exile. I didn't think about that because of the etching. That's really brutal. Oh my god. A Hazoret? Are you kidding me? Oh man, dude. I was not aware this list played Hazoret. It seems like a really good Hazoret deck, though. Yeesh. Alright, that's enough for me. It's enough for me. Alright, well, this is going about as I hoped it wouldn't go. But I was worried about this deck. Just like think the threat density of Wizards is too low, and not playing Bone Crusher is just gotta be wrong, but not playing Treasure Cruise and blue, like, it's just such an awkward deck. I don't know. Hopefully we can bring it back here, but not been enjoying this thus far. I'll have to come back and just try to build it differently. Throw the maybe Treasure Cruise isn't needed. You just go back to light up the stage and play mono red splash Belmore. That might just be good enough. Just keep the Kumanos. None of the nonsense. Just none of these cantrips just like aren't necessary. Go back to the mono red mana base for the most part, but then our mountains just become steam vents and river glides, and we probably play like less utility lands, but it's also just possible the Belmore isn't worth it anyway. We just go back to mono red, but not been loving this so far. Alright, let's try this again. We're going to keep it. Opponent currently 0-4 in the league, so we'll see if they can get a win. Or if they're just going to scoop to us, it's possible too. I don't mind scrapping for 50 play points. I would take a free win, that's for sure. But opener looks pretty good. That's the good news. Okay, well, we're going to play this on red. Lava Glide, Soulscar, go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Let's play this. Blue, obviously. You want to opt. Doesn't matter that much which one it is, I don't think. Opt and attack for 2. Very likely going to be my play. Okay, I'll Wizard Lightning you. I have no idea why they let me untap. Explains why they're 0-4 in their league. I'm going to bottom that. I'm not interested. Okay, it's not a very good draw, but here we are. Attack. Alright, so opponent just took really 6 damage. They didn't need to because the Wizard's Lightning wasn't even castable if Soulscar wasn't in play, so really, really bad turn for them. Horrible turn. Now they're going to take, yeah, they're just taking tons of damage they shouldn't have. That's actually a pretty good draw against all the X4s in their deck, so go ahead and consider. I'm actually going to keep that there. Gonna shock this in. Gonna play a Balmor. And going to attack for 2. Go ahead. Okay, well, it's time to start doing the thing, I guess. Let's cast an Opt. Opponent seems to be in big trouble here. I don't know if they're playing Phoenix or what. I mean, it looks like Phoenix, but hard to say exactly what's going on. Look at the Balmor. Bottom that. That's pretty good. Guess I play this and then cast Consider. Makes sense to me. The Reckless Rage doesn't really matter. So you could, like, chain off, but I think it's better to just get our guy in here. Could also just save the Consider for later, I guess. 5 him. I think this is just, like, so good. This is just, like, 3 mana, or... They could have, like, Spell Pierce or something, but it's still just, like, 3 damage to just cast this card. And to trigger on the infantry as well. It's like a... Yeah, so even if they add Pierce, I just, like, don't care at all. Bin that. That's a nice one. Attack for a lot. Okay. Why in the world would they not have done that on their own turn? I have no idea, but here we are. Lightning Axe, killing, I guess, Soulscar? Fine with me. No bird yet either, which is pretty good. I'd hit you for 3. Sure. Yep. So they have a Treasure Cruise, clearly, which is pretty annoying, but here we are. It's like an upkeep play with fire them, potentially. God dang it, dude. I think I am going to do. It's worth a pretty good amount of damage, and certainly want to see what my draw yields here. Love my own Treasure Cruise. That is 2 damage. Just not good enough. It's going to the bottom. It's also not very good, but better than nothing, I suppose. I think the deck could really use some, like, more card draw too. So maybe we are supposed to just play, like, Of One Mind. We'll come back to this. I think it was just very poorly constructed. It would certainly make this deck, like, much better than this. Casting an Arclight. Okay. Untapped land kills my opponent. Okay, they're dead. So... Fire this up. Obviously, I'm missing a point by doing it this way, but... Just... Much better to do it this way. Kill you. That way I can't misclick through anything. Alright, well, I did not expect to win that one, I'm not going to lie to you. Felt like things had kind of fallen away, but we did it. Alright. Coils and Volleys are still going to come into my deck. Hazoret seems good too. Balmor seems quite bad. Um, one drops, I think I like all of them. I certainly like infantry. Lightning probably not very good here. Doesn't kill like anything. And honestly, I could say the same thing about play with fire. Just pretty garbage card here. Possible I should even just like have roast, like a roast in my deck to deal with Thing in the Ice too. But I think coil volley's enough. Probably just all this. Possible I cut another play with fire and I like cut. I just like no play with fire at all and just leave one Balmor in my deck. That's probably better. Some more threats. The threat density certainly matters. So let's do that. Reveal this. God, this hand is so medium. It's got like multiple removal spells. I think I do keep it. I'm not in love with it by any means, but something I'm going to keep. Consider helps kind of smooth our draws a little bit. At the end of the day, we've got a Sokenzan, which is kind of a spell. We can always buy Gigantha, so not a terrible hand by any means. That's a really good draw. I think I'm just going to play this immediately. If he has a way to kill it, cool. If he doesn't, we're getting damage. Fine with it either way. Okay. Now the cool thing is, if he does play, like, say, a Ledger Shredder, I can Reckless Rage it and then Consider and just get a bunch of damage in for free, get cards in my yard. Seems good. Dang it. Dang it. It's a lot of Spire Bluff Canals. So Sokenzan probably is going to be some 1-1s this game. It's fine. I think we would Consider right now. I am not going to bin that. That's fine. Be a really good play next turn to like play that and then Reckless Rage. Okay, they also have a Consider. Sure. Binning an island. Makes sense. It's gonna F6. Dude, where are his threats? It's annoying. I'm just gonna put Jaggy in my hand here. I'm not playing something into a removal spell, which I feel like he has, so I just go ahead and use my mana effectively. Just basically draw 5/5. Draw 5/5 for 5. Okay. Okay, draw. Alright, I'm just gonna... I might actually channel Sokenzan on their turn. They don't want them to be able to use their mana here. Their hand is clearly just like a bunch of removal, so I'm... like removal and Treasure Cruise or something seems like pretty plausible. Will they even kill these? I'm just going to do it now. It's close. We'll see what he does with this. If he wants to spew removal on 1/1 tokens, you can feel free. It certainly sets up a Treasure Cruise, which is annoying, but here we are. Attack. Okay, he took 2. Nice. Possibly he has like Anger of the Gods or something in his hand. I don't know. Either way, these tokens are going to be an issue for him. They're just going to beat him up, get me some free damage. Things that he definitely won't want to use removal on. Might finally prompt him to put a threat into play, which I can then play infantry and kill his guy and get a counter. It's like what I'm playing to right now. See if he has a Treasure Cruise here. Kind of feels like he does. So get to slam a 5/5 if that's the case. Yep, there it is. Not surprised at all. He missed a land. Whether that's good for me or terrible for me. Probably terrible for me, but I'm just gonna play 5/5. Wouldn't mind one of my treasure cruises, I'll tell you what. Sure. Now we can deal with that, so that's good. Fires of Victory. It's pretty annoying, but sure. It's like pretty awkward to give my opponent a connive here, but I think I just want max damage on the... Oh my goodness, what a draw. Okay. So I think I was going to play these first, let him connive, kill his guy. I guess I have to kill his guy first, otherwise he just puts a counter on it. God, it's frustrating. Okay, whatever, I guess. Running volley your guy. God, I really do not want to get angered. Do I just, like, play this and Treasure Cruise? It's certainly an option. He could have Spell Pierce. That'd be really bad. Probably better just wait on the cruise, honestly. I'm gonna hope he just doesn't have anger. We're gonna walk into this, and he has an anger, so be it, I guess. Certainly possible. 3U. Go. Let's consider. Okay. Interesting. Okay. See what he casts with this. This card's pretty cool. Galvanic. Okay, he's going to Treasure Cruise twice, I assume. He's going to Braid twice. It's also pretty annoying. Sure. His Treasure Cruise is going to be 1 mana now. It's the upside to this, I guess. Yeah, at least we have 1/2 this time. Oh, Hazoret there is insane. That is really good. It's not, like, crazy yet, but I think it will be good. I guess I just go, like, infantry, land drop. Seems good. Could leave it in my hand, but I'm pretty incentivized to just, like, hit the land drop, especially the Hazoret in my hand. Let's just hit him for 2. 2 yet. These 2 1/1s from Sokenzan really doing some work. It's like 8 damage they've gotten on my opponent now. I'd like my opponent to draw some threats so I can just kill them. Would be very ideal for me. Also starting to feel like... Okay, yeah, there's a bird. Milling a bird with the Founding Third Path. Seems good. Founding the Third Path seems pretty sweet, Phoenix, to be honest. Finally, thank you. Play more of those. Just threats all over the table so I can start killing them. Pieces. Okay. Don't hate our position, but best position in the world either. Just gonna see what happens, I guess. See what this pieces gives them. Hit a land, but they have to shock down to 9. Okay. It's acceptable. Our impulse. It's pretty bad. They have 1 bird right now. Only 1 bird is nice. Really? Okay. It's aggressive as heck. Would love a land. Give me a land. It's not a land. Could opt into one. So I guess, man, founding the 3rd path here is ridiculous. They're going to be able to flashback Treasure Cruise again. They can actually Galvanic it too. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do. I don't want to let them connive. Rage is awkward because it loses me a damage. I guess the best play is coil, opt, try and hit a land. I have to coil this, which does not make me happy, but I think it is the play. Opt into an untapped land, which then lets me play Hazoret, 7 them, and then there's dead to Hazoret activation. I'll bottom it. Belmore is interesting here. It gets some damage, that's for sure, but it's probably better to wait to try and give Hazoret trample, I suppose. I don't really want to kill a Phoenix, so go. I don't know. This seems really bad for me at the moment. Really needed that untapped land. Untapped land to deploy the Hazoret here was huge. Put them to 2, and then they were just dead to me untapping. Assume they easily target Treasure Cruise here. And probably flashback their iteration and then just draw 6 for 1 mana. Have to imagine that's the play. Yeah. It is what they're gonna do. Okay. 1 mana, draw 6. You got it. So far, our opponent has seen 1 Ledger Shredder in this game. That's it. They're 43 cards deep. They've seen, like, no threats that I want to kill. It's been kind of ridiculous. I wonder if there's not playing... There we go. There we go. That's what I want to see. No, my Balmor. Okay, no more birds somehow. It's pretty insane. Alright, well, I like my spot. Alright, they killed themselves. What a just heinous attack. Now I just untap, play Hazoret, Reckless Rage, kill their guy, win the game. Go ahead and connive, dude. Whatever you want. 7 you. Turns out these spirit tokens that we made a million turns ago ended up getting the job done. Attack you for Exax. Alright, well, that guy just had an 0-5 league. Attacks like that are why. That was not intelligent at all to not just play some defense with the Phoenix. He did it 2 turns in a row, too. Max punished. Alright, well, honestly, the way this league has gone, I'll be happy with a 2-3. Just like min play points back, take our lickings, learn a little bit, and move on. Definitely think there's some potential here, but we got to build this better. If you get a 3-2, it'll be gravy. Would like to play first. We'll reveal this. There are Yorion decks. There probably some Leyline's Binding pile. This hand's good. Keep. Probably should really turn this upkeep stop off, to be honest, but we'll leave it on for now. Whatever. I definitely like the way this hand shapes up. Mage into infantry, infantry lightning you, counters on both the... It's like really nice. Really, really nice. I am going to take this off for now. This is ridiculous. Alright. Play this. Play this. Attack you for 1. Go. Sure. Can they Leyline's Binding? They do have all 5 types, I believe, right? Plain Swamp, Teamer, yes they do. Yes, they do. I don't think this is any time to like be passive. I'm just gonna play this and lightning their face, and regardless if they have an answer or not, it really doesn't change my play. Like, if I get the attack off, great. If I don't, whatever. Attack. Alright, we really need a nice top deck here. That was not even remotely a good top deck. Put this in hand, I guess. Play a Spire Bluff tapped, go. Really needed something special this turn. Draw spell into burn spell was like perfect, or like draw spell, burn spell, but that is not what happened. Now they're going to Enigmatic, get an Agent of Treachery, win the game. So they have to give me a Pummeler, this guy back, so it's like not the end of the world. I might just go get a Titan of Industry too, to be fair. That one is not remotely beatable at the moment. Yep. Yep. It also doesn't help that we just like keep drawing mono lands. It's not great. Well, we'll keep playing. I don't know that I can win, but if I hit like a sequence, if their hand is bad and I hit like a sequence of 3 draw spells into like, yeah, I don't know, just like 4 draw spells into a burn spell, maybe, because then we get 4 counters on each of our guys and 4 prowess, and who knows? We'll see what happens. Did not feel good though, I'll tell you that. Okay, so they can get a 3-drop. Oh, they're going to clone the Titan. Just go get their clone Titan. Yeah, can't beat that. Only way I could beat it, I guess, is if they draw it off the Omen or something. They might even play multiple of the clone, though. Totally possible, I don't actually know. Guess if they attack with the 7/7, I could double block with 5/5/2/3. Almost certainly be the play, but okay, Yorion to hand. They probably just don't attack. If they're going to clone it, then there's no reason to expose it to a block. Yep. Sure. Yeah, I mean, these are just not good draws at all. It's unfortunate. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm going to waste our time with that. Opponent kind of did the thing. What can you do? I don't really think I'm changing much. Hazoret's probably better than, like, random play with fire, but other than that, I don't think I really want to change that much. Oh, Reckless Rage. I probably want to get the Rages out of my deck. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, give it a try. Would I like to play first? Yep. I sure would. We're gonna keep it. Good enough. Shock, Swiss Spear, attack, I think. I think my life total is going to matter that much. Grand scheme of things. Let's attack. Could set an upkeep stop to play with fire, but I don't really know exactly what I want yet, so I think it's fine to wait. Okay. Well, now I don't need more lands. I'm going to consider then play with fire. No, we'll keep that. I mean, that's just kind of a free roll for the most part. Play this on blue, I guess? I think so. Opt. It seems honestly okay. I think I top this too. 3 up. Go. Chain to the rocks. Yep. Guess I should have shocked last turn, because that would have let me play with fire them, so I could play the Hazoret on curve. Alright, that is nice. Just gonna play this on red. Play this. Go. Okay, I'm having to make a 3-mana play is nice for me, I guess. Yeah, that thing's gonna die, and then we're gonna play a Hazoret next turn. Can't quite attack with it yet, which is unfortunate, but... that is fine. We'll see if they even get an Enigmatic here. If they have one already, there's no reason to tutor for one. Then we just get a Leyline's Binding, Chain to the Rocks, we'll see. Oath of Kaya. Gross. Okay, we'll kill this. Play this. 1 you. Go. Okay, now they oath my Soul Scar. It's annoying, but certainly beatable. Interesting. Could consider. Don't know that it's better than just like play land, hazard your face, 5 you, put Giganta in hand though. That might be the right line here. Save consider for next turn. I think is what makes the most sense to me. I'm going to do that. I'm going to play this. Hazard your face. A little awkward they can trial me, so like consider finding a creature would have been kind of good, but I think this is by far the most... Oh, God dang. I knew I needed to attack first, too. It's like such a... Oh, God. Ah, terrible. So bad. So bad. Just moving too quick. Falling in love with that F6 button. The opponent should be at 10. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So it should be at 10 going to 5. Instead, here we are. I'm going to bin that. Like play the Giganta, I guess. It's what I have to do. God, I wish my opponent were at, you know, way less life right now. Should be putting them to 5. The good news is it may not have mattered, but certainly bad. Sure. Maybe they won't be able to find anything, and we'll somehow be able to win this game. Seems insanely unlikely, but... Okay. Opponent didn't have a land. They should be at 5, so they should be in a spot where they have to block, but now they can go get Moonbless Cleric. Cleric finds either Binding or Fires of Invention. Not amazing here, I don't think. I mean, it depends what's in their hand. They obviously have 4 spells. They didn't play a land. Oh, Deputy. Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. Hell, even if my opponent were at 5, we probably didn't have him dead. Really completely depends on what our draws yield here. We're going to bin that. That's not very good. All right, go ahead. Yeah. That will certainly do me in. I think we were dead anyway, but the good news is missing that attack on the Hazoret I don't think lost me the game, so I'm less pissed about it for sure. Yeah. Takes the... Really? Leave the Balmor in play, huh? Seems a little unnecessary, to be honest, but a block there. Just a 2-2. Certainly going to block. Could have Omen of the Forge that punished that block, but I'm not playing around it. Like, we're dead to pretty much anything. Yeah, that's fair. They had the Yorion, that's disgusting. We'll see what they blink. Definitely blink the Omnath, yeah. We like to have some wild sequence with Treasure Cruise. Like Treasure Cruise into all draw, like Swift Spear, all draw spells. Like, maybe we can find a way out of this, but it's got to start with Treasure Cruise. That ain't it. That ain't it. All right. One more match. One more match to see if we can get that 2-3. Deck has been insanely unimpressive. I think the issue with this deck right now is we just like don't have 2-for-1s. And you just like can't you can't play decks in Pioneer, especially like this. They don't have 2-for-1s. So, like we either need to play Bone Crusher, we need to play like some amount of draw twos. I think Charter Course is where I'd want to be in this deck. I really do not like Of One Mind. I don't think that card is very good. It's like maybe Of One Mind's good enough. I don't know. We can look into it, I guess, but Divination is not very good. 2 mana, like we're gonna attack in this deck. We're going to attack with our creatures. It's like very common. We could also play Light Up the Stage, but I don't think Light Up the Stage and Treasure Cruise play that well together, or Hazoret. So Hazoret also just probably shouldn't be in this main deck. Or actually, it's not in the main deck. Never mind. We have some on the side. Hazoret's fine. If I would stop picking up Giganta before attacking, looks a lot better, but there's certainly some potential here, but got to work out the kinks. There have been a lot of them in this league. The mana base is nonsense. Probably playing like a few too many lands, considering playing Ops and Considers. We like hit more lands than Mono Red does, for example. Yeah, this hand's good. Possible I'm just supposed to play a 4th Treasure Cruise. We've wanted to draw it in a lot of games and haven't had it, but I didn't want to flood on them. I think we just need to play some draw twos, like Charter Course. Definitely buy Charter Course. Maybe Of One Mind is good enough, but I think it's a very awkward card. Probably playing Greasefang. Certainly, I mean, this, I guess, could be a mid-range deck, but probably Greasefang. Took a Play with Fire. So it's certainly Greasefang, like no question in my mind. I'll play this one first. Go. They didn't want me to have double Play with Fire for their Greasefang, is I assume why they played it that way. Oh, they're still on Stitcher Supplier. Interesting. Okay. Oh boy. Supplier had a good mill there. So I need to dodge both Greasefang and Can't Stay Away here to have a reasonable shot to win this game. I think I just still do this, to be honest. Just play them both and attack. They kept 7, so it seems very highly likely that they have the Greasefang in their hand, but I'm not going to win if I'm not attacking, so alright, well, another. They didn't hit Perihelion, and that's, I guess, what matters. Chariot's gonna be really hard to beat too, though. Pretty much impossible, but yep. I don't know, it's not completely unbeatable. Puts me in a pretty bad spot, but it actually might be beatable, to be honest. That's a really good draw. Play this on red. I guess I just attack. If they don't block, they die. This is actually a very winnable game still, which is kind of wild. Consider. No, we're gonna keep that one. Good way to kill that Greasefang. Alright, well, damage. Kill a couple wolves, deal you some damage. So I can make it so they have no blocks. So I think I just actually take here, and then I'm pretty sure they're dead. If they play the Chariot, they die. So just go Reckless Rage, a 2/2, and then they could crew in response, I suppose, but... Okay, that definitely does them in, I think. I guess I just play with fire one of these. That's the smart play. Play with fire one, see what you do. He can crew if he wants, he can not crew. I mean, the Wizard's Lightning made it a guarantee. Okay. Rage this. And play with fire you. Don't even want to show him the Wizard's Lightning, although he probably knows it's there. Yep. Alright, cool. Well, deck looks really good when we do stuff like that. Bring in the Rending Volleys. And the Hearse. Those 5 cards we want. Lava Runner not needed. Play with fire overall seems pretty bad. It was like good that game, but I don't think it's what I want here. Rending Volley, just a really good replacement for play with fire, I think. Is this hand keepable? It actually probably is. Yeah, I'm going to keep this on the draw. It's like a pile of threats, multiple ways to kill a Greasefang, multiple wizards. This hand's fine. Okay. Sky Sovereign hits the bin, huh? Could just consider here and try hitting land drops. I actually think that might be the best play pattern, to be honest. It's kind of close. Could just get a wizard into play, I suppose. Could also, yeah, wizard in play makes some amount of sense. Start cracking them with it. I don't know, though. I kind of like the consider, just try and find my land drop. Yeah, I'm going to consider and try to find a land. I think that is going to set me up to win the game the best. Okay, I'm going to consider. I'll keep that. They probably wouldn't have taken my consider, but they may have, so... The Wizard's Lightning, sure. Still have an answer to Greasefang, so that's what matters. Now we have 2 answers to Greasefang. What do we want to play first? Probably the Soulscar Mage. The Wizard out there. Kill your... Oh, sure. I drew another one, so... Okay, they mill and can return a land. I'm going to take the Takenuma back, I would assume. That is what they took. Takenuma, fair enough. pretty rough. Lack of lands. Not been great. Scratch what I said earlier about potentially cutting lands. I think I just got to start trying to get in some damage. So let's just play this Swift Spear and attack for 2. Not gonna win this game if we don't get some pressure going. It's fine. God, can't stay away. Perihelion, lot of fuel here. Them having to play the Takenuma is very good for me. Only one can't stay away in there too. That's also pretty nice. I wonder if they just have like kill spells in their hand. Possible. We'll see. Reckless Rage, really good draw. Just keep hitting good ones. Hitting ringers. I guess I just play another Swift Spear. They'll probably kill the Soul Scar if they do have removal to cut off Wizard's Lightning, but doesn't really matter. I mean, could do this too. It's pretty irrelevant, I think, which one we do, honestly. This one just gets more damage in quicker, which I like. Yeah, I don't need a wizard at all right now. Let's just play this. It's fine. Combat. Guess this may have given him more information, because I think he knows about the Soul Scar. So the Soul Scar may have been better, but whatever. Go ahead. Honestly, if they spend their turn can't stay awaying, that's just really good for me anyway. Oh, okay, just do nothing. Sure, so just drawing a bunch of vehicles over there probably. Okay, play this on red. Play this. Combat 3U. Now's the time where I really want to draw like Opt, Consider, stuff like that. It's completely broken. Abrupt Decay. Yeah, you got it. It's decayed. Still the same thing. Would not mind drawing Ops and Considers and things like that here at all. Okay, they had to shock. Really don't want them to have another Sky Sovereign. That would suck. That would be pretty unfortunate. Really just shock, do nothing. I don't quite know what's going on here. Can't stay away as a sorcery. A little confused. I'm just going to attack. 100% sure what's going on here. Are they just trying to lose fat? Like, I don't know what's going on. I can just play this. Go. Maybe Soul Scar was actually smarter there. Leave up to... I wonder if he's just trying to kill himself. Just end the game. It's out of frustration. Okay, great. Alright, well, we got a 2-3. That's all I could really ask for with that deck, to be honest. I think it was very misbuilt. We'll go back to the drawing board and play that one again tomorrow, though, I think.